Hello everyone, I am Coolguy. Welcome back, and here we have a 16-0 Unbroken on Drifter as a follow-up video to Crucible Tips Episode 9 Spawns and Rotations. And the quick backstory on this is it was 6 in the morning and I needed a warm-up game. It was Cammy Cake, Story Machine, and I for Trials of Osiris. Cammy was farming a Darkblade Spite, so I was like, you know what? We need a warm-up game that's going to clash and see how it goes. And there are a couple times in this game where I get caught out in the open, that I put myself out in the open. One was deliberately, one was not. So the very beginning, we don't expect Unbrokens, but in the beginning we push to midline. It's just myself, and then we get some teammates. Now as I jump here, I see two of the enemy. That's what they do. We get a nice little drag scope, acquire the target, and we get the kill. But what we're doing right now is just kind of picking them off, all these people in the spawns, and we're trying to push the advantage. We have more bodies on the map right now. We get a nice little Byronic hero kill. Still love this thing. I throw a grenade to try to keep pushing them back and back and back. And this last guy, we come up, we get a nice little 3 tap on him, and then a cleanup. It was a very strong start. We're already on a 5-kill streak, but as we know, since we're in their spawn and where Story is, they're going to be in our spawn now, or in this back left corner. So we're immediately going to rotate to that. And I go to top mid, and to be honest, top mid's decent on Drifter. And I'm basically only looking at this door and possibly into top mid. That's why I don't like it. I generally love down here when I play on Drifter, because that top mid angle, because from right here and bottom, when you're looking in these windows, or the spawn windows like right here, you have a lot more utility, a lot more cover to get in and get out. So I'll be up in top mid for a little bit, but I mostly kind of drop out to down here. That's my downfall, or that's my kind of getaway. But what we're doing is we're still looking at the spawn. Nothing's constituted a spawn flip. We're still controlling them on the spawn. So I keep going right and left of this cover. I'm paying attention to the radar, so we know that they're up in that top mid heavy area. But as a side note, since we're pushing up, I'm also trying to see if there's any red behind me. We end up getting this snipe, and I do have my golden gun now. We throw the throwing knife into the wall for some reason, and this golden gun doesn't get anything. But there's a lot of dead space in this, and I'm going to fast forward through this dead space. So we see the team on the left. The deal with this game is, I'm going to say it multiple times, there's nothing special about this game. Because what I was doing the 2 days before is getting very heavy gameplay for the spawn video. So I woke up in the morning and we still kept that mentality. We're going to be watching spawns only, trying to get gameplay of this to show you guys. Ended up adhering to all the things that we were talking about. So we're going to talk about team flow, we're going to talk about the spawn flips. But there's nothing special about this. And a secondary thing that I was doing was I was going on the first shot. So first of all, let's go ahead and stop. We're looking left, looking right. Our team's getting overwhelmed here, this guy on the right. So I'm just kind of holding position, and this guy just runs right into my icebreaker. That's cool. So my team's dominantly on the left, so we're going to be paying a little bit more attention to the right, but I'm going to rotate into my team, behind my team, and push with them instead of taking the rotation. But one thing that I've been working on for myself, this is just a personal thing, is the first shot engagement, the first shot target acquisition. Basically, in this entire game, I am not getting outshot. I'm putting myself in a good position. And anytime that there is a shot on me, I immediately disengage, because I'm teaching myself, and it's one thing to teach yourself, that when you're not up in the gunfight, it's very hard to win. There's a lot of fast-killing weapons in Destiny. I mean, sure, maybe if you have a last word, somebody gets a burst on you with a pulse rifle, you can kind of tear them up. But mostly I'm getting first shot on people only, and if not, we are backing out. So we're still rotating. I mean, I'm just kind of going left and right, looking at rotations. Well, I see team flow, so I'm starting to flow with my team. We're trying to push spawns. This guy comes up behind us. I throw a nice incendiary grenade, and I back out to try to, get some distance between us. We end up picking up the Relentless, and again, our team spawns left. That means they're going to be dominantly on the right side of the map. So we do the same exact rotation as earlier. We come back into the spawn, come out to push with the team, and again, they're all over us. I come back into the team again. So this whole gameplay, let's stop, they're on the other side, so it was a full spawn flip. So I know that I'm about to be in trouble, so we're going to try to make a decision here. There's a guy to my left, and hopefully I'm waiting for the teammates to push up so I can make a decision to get in or out or make a play. This was a very good grenade. As you see, I get ticks. But this is important, I mean, as far as the Unbroken goes. I get a couple shots. I don't even melee this gentleman because I know that they're spawning behind me. So I go. I don't even stop, and I bait them into my team, and all the people that were chasing me die, right? Story Machine, we have a teammate get a snipe. We have heavy coming up. I've saved my super, so we're going to use the super to push a spawn or push the heavy. So again, they're going to be right where Story Machine is or back in the left corner. It's the same thing, same position that we were at earlier. I throw the incendiary grenade on the ground and wreck myself. But we're trying to catch Heavy. I try to catch Story Machine help here. I'm not sure if this kills him. Yeah, we saved it. So we know that they're in mid. They're going to be in mid Heavy. So I rotate all the way back around since our team's on the right. We're going to flow with the team. And we see a lot of people on the radar. So again, we disengage, come back all the way up. And I see a teammate behind me, so he's getting ready to help me out. So I'm going to keep the lane right here and push with him if he pushes. If not, I'm going to kind of support him. I end up getting the snipe holding the angle. Story Machine died in the back left spawn. I get another little quick cleanup. I'm not too worried about this right side anymore because they're dominantly going to be in their original spawn when we started the game. And I'm just going left and right behind my teammates with the icebreaker, getting some nice clean shots in. Another teammate spawns here left, so we know exactly where they are. We just need to try to find a rotation to get to where we want to go. I noticed Story Machine, and I believe he started saying, dude, they're spawning over here, so we kind of knew that would happen, and low-key, that was a really good grenade. So we push up, and we try to get some angles on some of these people. I end up seeing 2 or 3 people on the radar. And again, I could have died right here, but we're using this lower mid cover. We do the same exact thing that I've been talking about. I bait him right back into the team. We reset our health. I got into a position, and I was a little exposed, but we ended up getting the cover, the come around. So we're, again, just kind of supporting Story Machine over here on the left side. That's dominantly where they're going to be, this left side and in top mid. So the right side of the map, I'm not worried about. It's not on my radar at all. Again, we're just checking angles, and the only thing I'm really doing is noticing spawns. We've talked about this. Again, there's a lot of dead space, and again, there's nothing special about this. But one thing to remember about Destiny, and why I dislike Drifter, look at this orb. Why? But actually, let's get back to that. So they're spawning on the right. I know that, right? Let's pause that and look back. We know that they're spawning there because of the team push, and I have my golden gun, so we push up, and same thing. I'm going to try to get kills. And we end up getting the Reign of Terror. I have 1 more kill left. I know that if they hear the golden gun, I'm pushing them right into the team. But this is important. This guy spawns here. I try to knee slide. The box is in the way. He had the last word, and I just kept on going, man. We threw a play of the game. Beautiful grenade. We end up getting what kind of should have been a tie. And we get the final headshot. And I'm just kind of preserving the Unbroken. There's really nothing else to do. I'm going to try to support our teammates, but the 2 things in this game where I was exposed was right there in the spawn. I didn't rotate fast enough. I got my golden gun pushed into their spawn, and I didn't get out. I was kind of, kept in there. So there's the Unbroken. But in the very beginning and right there are the 2 times where I was really exposed. And I knew that there was no point to fighting that last word guy. He had everything on me. He had position, he had shots on. So I needed to get out, and I ended up getting out successfully. But one thing to remember about Destiny is it rarely goes to time, like in Clash, things like that. So you can take your time with your engagements, and this gameplay kind of proves that. I never put myself in a bad position, maybe once or twice, but we immediately noticed it and got out. We were noticing spawns, rotating with our team, and we were playing kind of a support role. In the beginning, we were very aggressive in the beginning. But once we gained control of the map, we went with that, and we started rotating on spawns, rotating with our team. It ended up being a pretty decent game. Nothing was special about it, but these games can come out when you start using some of these tools. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next one, I am Coolguy.